Hi everyone, welcome to our first floral piping tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to pipe the rose and the hydrangea. Let's first grab our rose tip. As you can see, the thin is always pointing to the top and the thick end is touching the cupcake. Here I'm setting up the piping bag with the piping tip. Make sure the piping bag is not covering the opening of the tip. Grab your deep pink, and to open, you need to unscrew the lid and use the top end of the cap to punch a hole into the seal. Pop the lid back on and we're ready to go. First up, you just need 1 drop of the deep pink. Give it a mix with a spoon or a palette knife. Now, as you can see, it's quite a bright, vibrant pink. I would like to tone it down with a little bit of our avocado green. So half a drop. Scrape it to one side of your bowl and gradually bring in that avocado green into your pink. And what this does is it will tone down your pink. Can you see now there's 2 shades of pink? You can either keep it separate or mix it together. Here, as you can see, I'm trying to get rid of any air bubbles. As you can see, it's quite time consuming when mixing colors. Now, next step, we are going to fill our piping bag. Smear a thin layer of the white buttercream onto the thin side of the petal tip. And pop the rest of the pink into the piping bag. Press buttercream down, twist, keeping your bag nice and tight. So now can you see the white buttercream is on the top, on the thin end, and the pink is on the bottom, which is the base. Make sure you twist your piping bag nice and tight. Give it a little squeeze to test out. And let's get piping. With your left hand, slowly turn clockwise. Your right hand should not move. And we are creating a cone for the base. I'll show you one more time. As you slowly rotate your cupcake clockwise with your left hand, your right hand needs to be nice and steady with an even pressure. First petal, you go up and around. Second petal, like a rainbow's arch. Third petal, up and down. Continually pipe the arches from the midpoint of your previous petal, up and down. One more time. Cone, first arch, second arch, third arch. So you're creating very gentle arches. It's leaf time. Grab a pair of scissors and cut the tip of your bag like a bird's beak. Can you see the V shape? That's what we're looking for. Now open up your bag into a canister. Time to make our avocado green leaf buttercream. Starting with 1 drop of the food gel. Mix it in with a little bit of buttercream to create a light toned green. Now add 1 more drop to one side of your mixture. Now you get a dark shades and light shades. Avoid mixing it to one flat colored green. We want different shades of green. And here's a trick. Add a little bit of your pink. Scrape it off and add it into your bag. This will create more dimension when we pipe out the leaves. Push the icing forward and twist, making sure the bag is nice and tight, like a kookaburra's beak, forward and back, and you release. Let me show you this in slow motion. And we'll start off with creating rosebuds. So you're piping up vertically. Now with the open leaves, we need to angle it horizontally with a forward and back motion very quickly. It's like a jabbing forward and back. So there's the beak again. Keep your bag nice and tight, holding it like a kookaburra's beak, forward and back. I call that the jabbing motion. Here is another example of a rose, but in slow motion. Now this may sound very cliche, but the more you practice, the better you'll get. Now let's get started with the hydrangeas. Grab your 2D piping tip, pop it into your piping bag, making sure the bag does not touch the opening of the tip. Just one drop of purple will do. Sometimes less is more. Once again, I'm going to tone the purple down just so slightly. So I'll mix a bit of the avocado green. And this will tone down a muted, more like a lilac color. Now it's time to fill our piping bag with the buttercream. We are going to smear the sides with the light purple or lilac. Just a thin layer. Now you can pop the pink in, and it's optional whichever color you would like for your hydrangeas to be. And finally, we add in the white buttercream in the center. So as you pipe, you will see the range of colors to get more dimension. And here I'm making a darker shade of purple. Again, it's optional. So no need to change bags. Use exactly the same one you were using before. Now back to our leaf piping tip. Making sure you have an array of greens, light greens and dark greens. Holding it like a kookaburra's beak. Back to the jabbing motion, forward and back very fast. Repeatedly forward and back. Time to assemble the bouquet. Now it's up to you where you would like to position your flowers, but I usually start with the hydrangeas and finish off with the roses so that the rose petals won't get squashed. Here's another design I did, slightly different. Don't forget to add your freeze-dried florals. Now the last step is the tissue papers. You need to fold the tissue papers in half, and with a chopstick or a knife palette, you tuck it in between the gaps of the bouquet. And there you have it, your very own cupcake bouquet. If you'd like to share, don't forget to tag us on social media. Love to see what you come up with. Happy piping!